get a present.
Open it, Daddy. Open it.
I want to say it's
Are you filming this? Huh? Are you filming this? For Brian's mom. What? For Brian's mom. So are you filming it? Yeah. What? Why? Because they're in Costa Rica.
Kevin, they wanted to buy you beer, but that wasn't
Brian had to stay here? What's that? You're recording the whole thing? Yeah, why not?
You know, I've learned when I open cards from these guys to never expect what they're writing.
Read it.
Naked, right?
No, I'm all set.
Did you spell? Just read some of it.
Yeah, some of it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Now, this season was definitely interesting. We can leave it at that, but we've had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and each against one team. I mean, wrong view. Okay, we beat them up, and then on Saturday, then we go there on Wednesday, and I don't even know how we came up with a W. But especially when we would have won by 3 points if I hadn't gotten an unsportsmanlike. So we won by 2 points, and then the end of the season.
Yes.
Yeah. Then the end of the season, we came back and beat them 57-18. The way things have gone the last few years is somehow we beat our heads against the wall the entire season long, and at the end of the season, something finally clicks and they get it. I wish we could get it all year long, but hey, the end of the season is the time to do it. We started off, first tournament, well, no, it was the first individual tournament. Johnny gets a concussion. And everybody thought it was the end of the season. Made it back. Would have loved to have had him the whole season, but hey, we play the hand with dealt. Then we go up to McDonald tournament. VJ gets hurt. Didn't even make it off the mat. He's worried about it ending his season. He comes back. Let's see, we had people ineligible. And then when grades come out, the usual deal, we lose 7. Alright? But everything was later this year. We got 5 of them back for regionals. Usually we don't. What would be even better is if everybody stayed eligible.
They did their homework all season long,
Yeah. I think that would be too much to ask. Okay? They have to make headaches for me. And they enjoy it, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much so.
But to go to KPACs, 4 kids in place 2. All the time I've been associated with Winslow Wrestling, which hasn't been that long as far as the varsity, we've never placed any. And that was just amazing. But go to regionals, that was awesome.
That's a testament to the coaching.
I don't know about that. And like I said, I knew what they could do, just didn't know if they would do it. You know, all season long we harp on these little things that's losing matches. And then go there with 14 kids, place 8 and 2 alternates to states. that more or less equals what we've done in the last 3 years. Go to states, place 4, that's as many as we've had in the last 3 years combined. And then they got to make everything simple. Okay? As long as they can count on one hand, things are good. We got a first, a second, a third, a fourth, and placed 5th as a team. States. That was and Aaron beating the kid that beat him twice. He finally listened. Finally. And I think it would have been a lot different match if it wasn't for all the blood times. That was, for those of you that weren't there, they started the Class B match at the same time. And by the time Aaron was done wrestling, they had the mats cleaned, rolled up, and they were gone. And everybody was watching that match. And he did an awesome job. Just did well. BJ taking second, did well. And Dylan finally getting eligible and ending up third. I'm going to hop on you about that eligibility thing forever, pal. You made it. You made it the hard way. The easy way is to do your homework. That's it. Hey, think of it this way. Every quarter, you start with an A. If you keep everything going, you keep the A. Duh. To not do everything and then play catch up, that's hard to do. So, the eligibility thing is going to haunt me forever. And I'm just really proud of you guys.
Can't forget Kyle, Coach.
Huh?
Didn't mention Kyle.
Oh, yeah, Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kyle. Who can forget Kyle? How many years have you been wrestling?
7.
And you picked the last 2 weeks to wrestle like a kid. 7 years. I finally started cutting my hair shorter so I wouldn't rip it out. But then, most of you guys caused that. Especially you. But it wasn't always a pleasure. Yelled at him as a team for the first time in 4 years. And the second time. No, I didn't yell at him the third time. But when it mattered, they came together. And the team support was amazing. So, the only thing about this season's over. Now we gotta look forward to next season. How do you deal with him? Stand up. How does anybody deal with him?
Show him your hole.
Never have a clue what is going to come out of his mouth. Ever. And then when it starts, everybody else joins in. Okay, what you guys need to do, I'll tell you right now, you get to the gym, you need to go to camps, you need to wrestle summer tournaments, stay in shape, build everything you can, and come back stronger and better next year. This is building. It really is. And if we can keep going with it, next year I can see us, if everybody is healthy and eligible, big F, we stays out of the hospital, we can compete for states next year. I didn't think, the way we started the season, I didn't think we had a snowball's chance in hell of finishing where we did. Not even close. But hey, things came together. We can do it again. I will definitely miss the seniors.
Who are the seniors, by the way, Coach?
Everybody stand.
Everybody stand.
And BJ's in the
You
back.
guys. Oh, yeah. I will miss them. Sometimes more than others. But hey, you know, Brian, first year, wrestled well at the end. We finally stopped reaching back and everything. All it was
Hey, Norm.
it was busting your butts in practice, showed on the mat. All right, so, you got anything you want to say? I don't know. I wouldn't say it doesn't happen. All right. Missing a pin? No, I'll figure out. All right, what we're going to do, everybody's got a bunch of things they're going to get. What?
Jake said something about how
New England's was an eye-opener, to say the least. I don't know if Aaron's talked to anybody, but the competition's pretty stiff. So when Coach talks about stepping up your game and hitting the weights and all that stuff, he really means it. It was a really good experience, especially for Aaron. So if you want to talk to those guys.
And I'd like to thank Jake for going because New England's is something that just never popped into my head. In order to qualify, you've got to have a state champion. You've got to be a state champion, that's it. That's all that goes. And I never even thought about it. So I had scheduled a coaching clinic and junior high and pee-wees and everything else that I couldn't get away for. And Jake stepped up, went down with Aaron, and I'm glad he did. Hopefully. I guess in the future I'm going to plan better.
that's my point.
Okay, so this first round of things, Lisa, stand up. Yes. Lisa worked and she made everybody pictures they got their pictures on them, different things, and she also did our slideshow. Everybody's going to get a copy of that, and we'll get the school awards. I just found out we are short on some pins, so some you're not going to get them, and I'll get them to you later. Everybody that did not turn their gear in, I need it this week. Find me somehow. Wednesday I'll be at the fire station. I'm at the junior high Monday, Wednesday, Friday for practices from 3 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we got meets. So, also you guys, Mrs. Larrabee said if you guys want to go to the junior high meets, you can ride the bus there. And I don't know why, but those kids really look up to you guys. They really do. They do. I think it's just because...
taller than us.
10 more.
Okay. When we started the season, we needed a 106. And Mariah says, I'll just weigh in and take forfeits for you. But she ended up wrestling. And of course, she got her first and only win when I wasn't there. So she gets a varsity letter and all kinds of things. Mariah. Love you, Mom. Everybody knows the story of Dylan. It's constantly rewriting another chapter. The thing that got me was to go into regionals, finally making weight,
And that wasn't easy.
We didn't seat his fourth, but there were only 4 kids. If there had been more, he'd have been seated lower because you had to have a minimum of 4 matches in that weight class to be seated in the top 4. He only had 3. And then his first match knocks off the #1 seed. Couldn't believe it. Good job, Doug.
Do the Brady then.
I told him if you ever did that again, I'd yank him out of the tournament.
It was funny, come on.
Who said that was funny?
You did? This is also, that was hilarious.
Okay. Ryan Moses. I had to tape his wrists up. His wrists are as big as his bicep. He's got legs this long. But hey, if you got him in, he did well. If he didn't, not so much. But people are going, he's a senior? Did well. Came on to regionals. Couldn't ask for any more. Ryan, get up here. Oh boy. Yeah. I don't know what happened this year. I have no idea. Goes out there, lays on his back. Kids you should have beat. Hey, he did nothing. And then he starts winning. I said, hey, what's the difference? He goes, I got sick of losing. Couldn't believe it. Finishing second in regionals, and then he didn't even know if he won or not. He gets down to look at the clock. Unlike VJ that stares at the clock the whole time. But he did well. Zach O'Connor.
Hey, and he passed his grades all year, too.
Eligible for the first time in 4 years.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is interesting. Actually, found out yesterday he has no idea what his house number is.
Down the road from you.
I go to pull into his driveway. His house number is 132, the weight class he wrestled at this year.
Yeah, good.
Zach Switzer. Go sit down.
Hey, going.
I love you, Kyle.
Up to Zach.
Another one that just started this year. Did well at times, other times cannot keep his head up. To save my life, I can't get him to keep his head up. Maybe next year. I told most of the kids that I'm going to put tape around their head and around their chest and put a belt between them to keep their heads up. And Drew Cater's one of them. Where is he? Last year we had, Brock decided the workouts weren't enough in track, so he wanted to wrestle to get better workouts. So we had another one this year that comes in and says, I just want the workouts, I'm not going to wrestle. So we didn't do the alpha weigh-ins, we didn't do anything else. A few weeks in, he says, guess I want to wrestle this year. Finally got him down to 195. If you'd been there all year, we'd have had a little more success. But no.
He didn't help with the concussion.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't understand, concussions. I'm pretty sure you gotta have a brain in order for that to happen. So anyway, Hopefully, we get him back again next year. Sack that show.
Snort, snort.
Last year, he's an alternate to states. Okay? Tell him everything. You gotta go to states. If somebody doesn't show up, you're in. So he shows up. Come to find out, I didn't give him enough time to go poop. And he's overweight. This year, he ends up actually qualifying for states, and he made weight. Although he was wrestling what, 1 or 2 weight classes above where he should have been. It's safe making weight that way. Maybe we should do that next year. Paul will Garrett, get up here. One stupid mistake from going to states. He's up in points, drops his head, rolls to his back. Don't do that again. You know, when you're up by that much, stall!
No, I did.
One of the only people I know that when we tell him to show up 15 minutes before and run, stops running in his boots. Mitchell. We can bring some sneakers.
He doesn't own it.
That is not our
Are you starting to realize what we've been through this season? And the thing is, it wasn't just now and then. This crap happens every day in practice.
literal emotional crap.
This one kid, I wanted him to start wrestling when he was in first grade, because that's when wrestling started then. Now we require that they're potty trained. But back then, first grade. Well, his father says, I gotta get him into something. So he started playing hockey. So what happens his senior year, he decides I'm gonna wrestle. Wish I had had it 7 years ago. Brian Robbins. This guy came to us from Tony. And I'm glad he did. Came in here. But last year, he was this guy that's focused and everything. We have our first meeting. And I wanted to introduce to everybody. So I had everybody say their names. So he says, Vitaliano Tantoko, I like moonlit walks on the beach, and he kept on going from there. And I said, this is going to be a long season. BJ. I'm not going to say what one of the officials said about him.
You're gonna tell the story.
No, I'm not going to. Many.
Do it, please.
No.
Please tell the story.
Not going to happen.
Hey, I don't even know what it is.
say after he graduates, he has a new career.
Hear it.
Okay.
Tell the story.
Kyle Calvo.
Big dog.
Alright. So, kid that I've had for seems like forever. And finally get him in varsity. Been waiting years for this. Concussion. And then he tells me I'm done for the year, not just the season. And I'm like, alright, hey, what the heck? There's always next year, right? Just a freshman. And then either him or his mother called me up and said he'll be back next week. I went, what? I don't know how that happens. Maybe they finally realize he doesn't have a brain. But he was wrestling against Foxcroft, guy that finished second in states last year, and he won states this year in 182. He's out there wrestling, and when Johnny gets a new move, it's like he's got a new toy. He just, and he'll never go back to the old ones. It's just once he gets a new one, he keeps going with it. Taught him a throw, what, 2 years ago? I threw a guy in football practice. He says, you gotta show me that. So I showed him. Who did I throw?
John Farrell.
John Farrell.
That was awesome. That's because he said you rode the bench.
Anyway, he came at me and I threw him. That was back when I could. So he's wrestling this match, and I saw the kid get up and come at him with a full head of steam. Hit the throw and stuck the kid, pinned him right there. Kid won states this year. Johnny went to regionals sick, didn't get to go to states, but he did well. Johnny Legassi. Then there's Sean.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm beautiful. You?
So, last year, year before last.
Freshman year, taping after to it. I literally taped a couple bottles to it.
I go down to the Bucksport preseason scrimmage. Sean gets hurt. He's on the back of this golf cart or whatever. He's got his leg up and everything, and I'm leaving. And I said, Sean, tape an aspirin to it. I hear later that night he's in surgery. Never felt so bad in my life. And he said, all he could say was, I'm missing wrestling. There's always next year. The thing is next year, there will be no next year. So, he hit it hard, did well. It is what it is. Hopefully next year we can get him at 195. I think that'd be a good fight plan. Get up there, Sean.
It's off.
I like recruiting kids through football. I said, hey, you know, you do anything in the winter? No, it'd be good to flip and to wrestle. It'd be good for you. So, I don't, at times it's good, at times it's bad. I coached him for 2 years in football, 4 years in wrestling, and we've gone through one season, one complete season without me having to yell at him. One. I'm hoping one of these days we can make it 2. But, really turned it on this year, Aaron Lynn.
Got married.
Oh,
I love you.
last year, this kid. Kayla here? She's hiding.
I'm here, boss.
Kayla, for years, the years that she managed, she kept me in line, reminded me of everything that I forget, which is everything. And I thought that I was gonna, get away from it for a year with her being gone. But then Marissa moved up. She took over. She's not as abusive as you are, but
I'm working on that.
So, thank you. Now we're going to start with these, and then we're going to go to those. All right. So, every year, Boosters buys trophies for kids that place in states. Last year, we didn't buy any trophies. When was last year? Anybody place last year?
No.
Okay, last year we didn't buy any trophies, now we got 4. So first one, it's 4th place at 182 pounds, Kyle Cal. Third place at 113 pounds, finally, Dylan Pelletier. Second place at 170. Italiano. And first place at 285 pounds, Aaron Lynn. Okay, this year, usually I have an easy time with awards. For each one, I know who's going to get it, not that who's count up what they did. We give points for most points standing, which is essentially most takedowns. Most points top, which is near fall, 2 points and 3 points. And most points bottom, which is escapes and reversals. This year took a long time. Had a lot of people, very competitive. We had a lot of points scored, and I actually had to work for it this year, which isn't a bad thing. When it all shook out, they were real close. Some of them were only separated by 1 or 2 points, or 1 escape, or something like that. That's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Now I hope we can continue it. So, most points top, which is near fall, with 61 points, Ryan Mosier. Most points bottoms, which is escapes and reversals. It was only 35 though. Zach O'Donnell. Most points standing with 66. That's right around 33 takedowns. Aaron Lynn. Okay, now, came up with a saying, pin or be pinned. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. But finally he got away from it. Most pins with 20 pins this year, Aaron Lynn. Sure.
listen this year. Why don't you just stay up there? Yeah, you gotta give it that.
This award was real hard this year. Real hard. Thinking about it through the entire season and trying to figure out who was the most improved. We had so much improvement across the board. From beginning of the season to the other. It came down to the very end of the season. It was Brian Robbins. Now, this one is very lucky because the person that had the fastest pin quit. Yay! You should say yay because then Aaron got it in 7 seconds.
I could have beat it if I was me at the Gerber game.
Get out of here.
Yes, I get some more.
You play.
Okay, after every meet that we've got, I have the kids nominate and vote on the person that left it all on the mat that day. We call it the Hungry Black Raider. And this year, we had so many different people that it was hard. I'm glad I wrote it down every day because if not, it was by one. It went this year. The Hungry Black Raider Award goes to Zach O'Connor.
Love you, Zach.
Love you, Mom.
Next one is most team points. I gotta go through and add up everything. Ended up 195 points for Aaron Lincoln.
All those forfeits.
That works. Not even that.
Aaron, take care of him. Yeah.
Dylan, who actually wrestled? Who won?
Regional had good grades.
Now, I've been having a little fun up here because I wait until Aaron sits down to give him another one. That's why we've been alternating. So when it came down to outstanding wrestler, couldn't disagree with what he did this year. What he did on the mat, what he did off the mat is another story. But actually wrestling, it was Aaron Lincoln.
Aaron, do you need my school bus to get this stuff home?
And I got a question for you. He said it.
Said what?
We're gonna do it all those fat ones.
2 years ago, actually 22 years ago, the boosters started sponsoring this final award. It's the John Beezer Award. And John Beezer was a good friend of mine. He wrestled in Winslow, and he died of cancer. The criteria for this is most dedication to himself, the team, and the sport. And again, with this crew, it was hard to come up with, but in the end, it was Cal Calvo. That's all I've got, unless anybody's got anything else.
I have something to say.
Oh, wait a minute, no, before you do that, I meant to start off with all the thank yous, totally forgot. Hey, and Marissa didn't remind me.
Sorry.
I didn't have, yeah.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, I gotta have my notes written out and everything, but I've just been so busy that I haven't. I'd like to thank the Boosters Club for their support, helping out the kids this year. The parents for, well, first of all, for having the kids. Because if you didn't, they couldn't wrestle. And then, for getting them here, most of them on time. And everybody that helped out in any way. It was something special. So I would just like to thank essentially everybody here for everything they've done for us this year. Okay.
This has been a Big Jaw Network production. Thank you for watching.